Nihesh's log, day 1801. So yesterday was day 1800. That is 1800 days. 18 hundreds. So my journey started on day zero, obviously, and of trying to save the world. Uh, it started off as a fictional story, but um, uh, then everything that I wrote started coming true, and here is 1800 days of that story. So, trying to save the world has been a literal manifestation, thought to reality, kind of a documented journey. Here, undeniable proof of how to bring whatever's in your mind here, and the literal meaning of manifestation. Um, It started with a single line: an ordinary citizen tries to save the world and evolve, literally. And that led to a 1800-day journey. That was yesterday. And a simple, another line that I realized yesterday, that what all it cost me to get to that point in time was a simple prompt: what is the ideal partner for Nihesh Paul? And that led to another sequence of events. The cost, and it moved. It cleared out the space so that I may have an ideal partner, which would realize this dream, who would understand what I'm trying to do and what I am sacrificing my time, this brief, um, for flash of breath that we are in this collapsing dream called Earth, and I'm giving my time to this, trying to save the world. So there's somebody who would recognize it and understand it and realize it. So it gave that space. It universe created that space for it. So after that, I'm here on day 1800. We finished the audition videos and audition script finally. I mean, it was not happening for so many days, and I was trying to do it again and again, and we were trying to do so much work on it, but it didn't click until yesterday because everything got completed, and that happened yesterday on day 1800. So Nehesh, um, when we wrote that script, that same thing, no, the idea is when we wrote that line, okay, an ordinary citizen tries to save the world and and that led to 1800 to 1800. And after that, it led to that one prompt led to another chain reaction of events. Similarly, the book and other manifestations are there in the book. Obviously, you can read all of it. But what we have now is an undeniable uh, recorded log entry of and repeatable demonstration of what this reality bending thing is. In this journey, I have come to learn because I spoke to quite a few people, and of course, you'll see it in the log entries as well. How this thought process came into being. So the Wright brothers made gravity surrender. Then uh, Einstein made time surrender. Oppenheimer made the atom surrender. Nihesh Paul made reality surrender. And this is the legacy that I want to be part of. And if my brief existence on this planet, this again collapsing dream called Earth, flash of breath, then I would like to spend my time being part of that legacy, and for that kind of being to evolve, for that kind of to think so dangerously. To This is what I think people who know me will understand this. I provide the environment for you to think and be free, absolutely, without any judgment. Whenever you're with me, you will be in an environment that is absolutely judgment free, and they know it, okay? And you can be your absolute self. But me, I have not found that environment because I am creating that environment for me to think dangerously, to be able to really, push the boundaries of whatever rules or whatever limitations are there. Imagine to push past them and create something beyond that. This is the environment that I seek, and I realize that I have to make that environment for myself, because that doesn't exist. You have to, because this is revolutionary, this is not part of the system. And I have come to understand that because of the, you will see when you see the movie, you will, and I don't need to convince you. That's the other part of it. I am living that journey. I have come to this part. If you want to walk it, walk it. If you don't want to walk it, don't walk it. But those who realize it, it's for you. It's for you. So this is the thing. What will people think? That's the first nail in your coffin. This is what the line I wrote in. It's about choices. You should watch that as well. So yeah, proving to somebody also was one of my challenges that I had to overcome. Um, Proving myself to someone, that was like, okay. And the other thing, that I have to be of some value to somebody else, then only I am worth, allowed to exist. So I must pay to exist. This phenomenon, and it's the all of this are you'll come to know how these are mental limitations, societal limitations. And here we will learn, in trying to save the world, we learn exactly how to identify them, how to come out of them, how to, once you identify them, you can just jump out of it. That's it. It's just you just need to identify that. And once you identify it and give it a name, you know exactly how to jump out of it. So it's the next step. That's it. And you will do it by yourself. You will do it. It's just the environment that you need to create in order for you to be able to do that. So this is what I am trying to do with trying to save the world. A new governance model. Imagine thinking about all of these things. A new government's direct democracy model. Yesterday, my mum, on day 1800, ironically, my mum, the first day when she started, also she started with this line. How can one man? She says to me in Marathi. काय तू? What are you saying? How can one man change the world? You're like, what can he do? Like, wait, I will show you. At 1800 days. Um, so yeah, how can one man do it? This is how he can do it, ma. As these are the things that the doubt that you need to overcome, the others' doubt, and the journey that I went through, and the kind of stuff that I'm smiling now, but inside, there is a storm running, and the facade is very, this flesh and skin is very, very nice. So you're seeing the smiling face in the front. So those kind of things you face, and then you see that it's a mirror. Those things that you're facing is a mirror to what you're supposed to overcome. It was basically a training program on both fronts. One, like, okay, this is what they faced in the past, and this is what you're facing now in the present. And it's the same thing. There's nothing has changed, but it's just the vessel that has changed, and you're seeing it in this form. um, so that is 1800 days. Nehesh, you actually did it. You survived it. And one more thing, you had to die. You had to literally die. So two times you've changed timeline by death. Okay, by threatening death, you've done. You must have, because you had that bloody scalpel you bought off fucker. You went first one there before you started trying to save the world. That was the starting point, by the way. I started the journey saying that if I were to do something so audacious, so crazy, that like saving the world, if you have to fail at that, something you have to fail, no. So if you have to fail at that, then you might as well fail at doing it at that. So, but we will succeed, obviously. We'll succeed. But the mere attempt at it gives me a legendary status. Succeeding at it gives me God status. Right? That's the thing. So we have to succeed. Not because I have to become God, because you have to become God. Because the whole point of this entire thing is for you to realize that you are God and only you can help me save the world. This is what you must realize. And all this natak, you'll understand in the play, in the songs, all this natak, all this stuff, everything, this 1800 was to find God and tell God that, bhai, please help me make this prototype road that gives back life on TV and the Garden of God, microbiodiversity reserves. These two things, you let me do these two things, and we can literally save the world. Of course, there's the two charters and the things, and don't worry, your skepticism and all that has been addressed by the charters and the whole play. But this is 1800 days of me saying this. I don't know whether the world is ready to watch this yet. Um, I don't know whether no the world whether it's ready to watch it or no. I don't know, but I've had an incredible journey. So I want to build that road live on from the parliament. Imagine that scene unfolding, So I need to do something so magnificent that it gets God's attention, and once God comes and saves me, because there has to be those avduts and those what is those Chiranjeevis. They must be alive and they must be there. So somebody somewhere or some human being also who's fucking awake, man, or some gutsy Indian which is there, who's a Bharatiya who is there, who has the ability to say, yes, Nesh, I'll take you to the parliament. What's the big deal? Come, let's make it. Here's 10,000 crores. Fucking make it. These people are spending money on all bullshit. You take it and make this road and let's see whether it is possible. I'll make the engineers do it. One engineering competition, one national engineering competition, and done. Live on television. Finished. They could have done it overnight. Overnight, they can finish it. In 1-2 weeks, we will finish that show only. That 10 kilometers that they give us, that will get over 500 meters per company to make it and show, or per college or per state or per country. They can take 500 meters and make that section of the road and demonstrate that it is the best 500 meters or the best 1 kilometer that you can make. And those segments will be replicated to serve the entire country and the world after that slowly. Imagine a road that gives you back. And you don't have to do all this grind every day and night. And imagine a system where you make the decisions and the system obeys rather than they telling you and you obeying. Like it's you serving them or they serving you. Which one is it? Who are you serving to? And why are we paying for something that's supposed to be coming from the planet? It is reorganization and redistribution of our resources in a live, fully open, showing way. This is what I'm trying to do. And whoever's got that courage and that guts to help me get to that point, this movie, this stage play, this audition, this pain, this turmoil, this 1,800 days, the book, the press, the craziness, the 9,000 plus people, the my God, what all I've done in order to get your attention, and this flash of breath is asking you, God, fuck, in whichever bloody form you are, please help me to do this. I hope this message reaches you. Come find me soon. You are God. Wake up. I am trying to find you. I hope I find you soon. So, I'm trying to get out of this bubble or illusion that is the waking world and escape. I'll help everyone escape this reality. Or, I don't know, we'll find the truth at least. This is what I want to do. I don't know what the truth is, but I'm going to find out in this end of this journey, and you're going to help me. So, God, if you're out there, please come find me soon.